Hello friends, welcome to Coding Host YouTube channel. In this video, I will show you program to check Armstrong number in Java. Let's see what is an Armstrong number. So I am taking a number like 153, and after that we have to count the number of digits in this number. So we have 3 digits. After that I will calculate the power of each digit and use this number as power. So 1 power 3, and then 5 power 3, and then 3 power 3, and after that I will add all these numbers. So 1 power 3 is 1, plus 5 power 3 is 125, plus 3 power 3 is 27, and after adding we will get 153. So you can see that the sum we get by adding all the powers of these digits is equal to our original number. So it means it is an Armstrong number. Let's take one more example, that I have a number like 407, and in this number we also have 3, and if I calculate the power of each digit, like 4 power 3 plus 0 power 3 plus 7 power 3. So 4 power 3 is 64, plus 0 power 3 is 0, plus 7 power 3 is 343, and after adding we will get the same number, 407. So you can see 407 is also a Armstrong number. So first I will write the program and then I will explain you. So I am taking a variable n, so int n equal to 153, and after that I am taking two more variables, int n1 equal to n and int n2 equal to n. So I will explain you later why I have taken two variables and I have initialized value of n inside both of them. After that I will use a int count variable, int count equal to 0 to store the number of digits, and after that I will use a while loop, while n1 not equal to 0. So in this I will write n1 equal to n1 slash 10 and count plus plus. After that I will take a int sum variable to store the sum of all the powers of the number. After that I will use a while loop, while n2 not equal to 0, and after that, and inside of this I will write int r equal to n2 modulus 10, r is equal to int math dot pow, and inside this I will pass r comma count, and after that I will write sum is equal to sum plus r, and n2 is equal to n2 slash 10, and in the last I will use if else statement, if sum is equal to n. So I will print n is an Armstrong number, and in the else part I will print n is not an Armstrong number. So let's run this program. So you can see we are getting 153 is an Armstrong number. If I take another number like 407 and let's run this program, so we are still getting 407 is an Armstrong number. If I take another number like 400, so let's run this program. So we are getting 400 is not an Armstrong number, because 400 is not an Armstrong number. So let's see how this program is working. So I have taken int n equal to 153. So I am writing here n, and its value is 153. After that I have taken int n1 and n2, and they also have the same value for n, which is 153. So I am writing here n1 and n2, and both of them has same values 153. After that I have taken a int count variable, and I have initialized it to 0. So count variable, and its initial value is 0. After that I have taken a while loop, while n1 not equal to 0. So in the n1 we have 153, which is not equal to 0. So our condition is true, and we get inside our loop. So n1 is equal to n1 slash 10. So we are dividing n1 by 10. So n1 is 153, dividing it by 10. So 10 into 1 is 10. After that 5 here and 3 down here. After that 10 into 5 is 50. So we get 3 in the remainder, but I have written slash here, so it will take only quotient, not the remainder, and I am storing this quotient back to n1. So now n1 has 15 inside it. After that count plus plus, so count will become 1. After that we again run our loop. So n1 not equal to 0, so n1 is 15, which is not equal to 0. So yes, our condition is true, and we again get inside the loop n1 equal to n1 slash 10. So we again divide n1 by 10. So 15 divided 10, so 10 into 1 is 10, and we get 5 here, and we get 1 in the quotient, and I am storing this quotient back in the n1. So now n1 has 1 inside it. After that count plus plus, so now this count will become 2. After that we again run our loop. So n1 not equal to 0, so we have 1 in the n1, which is not equal to 0. So yes, our condition is true, and we get it inside our loop. So we again divide n1 by 10. So 10 into 0 is 0, and we get 1 here, and we get 0 in our quotient, and I am storing this quotient back to n1. So now n1 has 0 inside it, and count plus plus, count will become 3. After that we again run our loop, but here you can see n1 has become 0, which is equal to 0. So our loop will break. After that I have written int sum equal to 0. So I am writing here sum, and its initial value is 0. After that I have used another loop while n2 not equal to 0. So you can see our n1 has become 0, and we cannot use it further. So that's why I have taken another variable n2 in the starting of our program. So n2 not equal to 0, so n2 has 153 inside it, which is not equal to 0. So yes, our condition is true, and we get inside our loop. So int r equal to n2 modulus 10. So we are dividing n2 by 10 and taking out the remainder, and I am storing that remainder into int r variable. So let's see, 153 dividing it by 10. So 10 into 1 is 10, and 5 here, 3 down here, and 10 into 5 is 50, and we get 3 in the remainder, and I am storing this remainder back in int r variable. So now this int r variable has 3 inside it. After that I have written r equal to int math.pow r comma count. So we know that math.pow is an inbuilt method in Java which will calculate the power of the number we are passing to it. So r is the number and count is the power. So r is 3 and count is also 3. So 3 power 3 is 27, and I am assigning it back to r. So now r has 27 inside it. After that I have written sum is equal to sum plus r. So in the sum we have 0. So 0 plus 27 is 27, and I am assigning it back to sum. So now sum has 27 inside it. After that I have written n2 equal to n2 slash 10. So slash means we are dividing n2 by 10 and taking out the quotient like this, and I am storing this quotient back to n2. So now this n2 variable has 15 inside it. After that we again run our loop. So n2 not equal to 0. So n2 has 15 inside it, which is not equal to 0. So our condition is true, and we again divide n2 by 10. So 15 and dividing it by 10. So 10 into 1 is 10, and we get 5 in the remainder, and I am storing this 5 in the r. So now r has 5 inside it. After that r equal to int math.pow. So r is 5 and count is 3. So 5 power 3 is 125, and I am storing 125 back to r. So now r has 125 inside it. After that sum is equal to sum plus r. So in the sum we have 27 and r is 125. So 27 plus 125 is 152, and I am assigning it back to sum. So now sum has 152 inside it. After that n2 equal to n2 slash 10. So I am taking out this quotient and storing it back to the n2. So now n2 has 1 inside it. After that we again run our loop. So n2 not equal to 0. So n2 is 1, which is not equal to 0. So yes, our condition is true, and we get inside our loop. So int r equal to n2 modulus 10. So we again divide n2 by 10. So 1 here and 10 here. So 10 into 0 is 0, and we get 1 in the remainder, and we are storing this remainder back to our variable. So r is 1 inside it. After that r is equal to int math.pow. So r is 1 and count is 3. So 1 power 3 is 1, and assigning it back to r. So r has 1 inside it. After that sum is equal to sum plus r. So sum is 152 and r is 1. So 152 plus 1 is 153, and assigning it back to sum variable. So now sum variable has 153. After that n2 equal to n2 slash 10. So we take out this quotient and store it back to the n2. So n2 has now 0 inside it. After that we again run our loop. So n2 has become 0 and it is equal to 0. So our condition is false, and our loop will break. After that I have written if sum equal to n. So you can see our n1 variable has become 0, and also n2 has become 0 if I have not taken n1 and n2 variable. I have to take n, and n will become 0 in the last, and we don't have left any variable with the original value of n, which is 153. To check it with the sum variable after calculating the power of numbers and adding them. So that's why I have taken two variables that time, n1 and n2, and assigned the value of n2 inside it. So n1 variable helped us to count the number of digits, and n2 variable helped us to get the sum of the power of the numbers. And now we can use the n variable to check it with the sum variable. So you can see in the sum we have 153, and in the n we also have 153. So our condition is true, and it will print n is an Armstrong number. So 153 is an Armstrong number. So this is how we can write a program to check Armstrong number in Java. Thank you.